Hey folks, Deano here again. This time we are basically redoing one of my Games Begin videos. Because yes, I have very kindly been sent a load of brand new neck pegs by my good buddy SSJ Figuposes. Link will be in the description to his eBay page. He sells a load of these different pegs and also a load of different effects for like the Figuarts figures in general and things like that. Stuff's great. Highly recommend them. But yeah, essentially I was buying a couple of neck pegs from him and he asked me if I wanted to just show them all off for you guys. So yeah, happily obliged. And I have to say, they are brilliant. Like, I have tested a few of them already. Not the entire thing, so we will be testing on and off like some of the more obscure heads just to see if they fit or not. But that is just the nature of these generic neck pegs. Sometimes the neck may be a little bit too long, something like that. But at the end of the day, these are brilliant to have. So yeah, we have from front to back, we have Goku 2.0 heads to the Games Begin Goku. We have Goku 3.0 heads to Games Begin Goku. We have the Kong Super Saiyan 2 head sculpts specifically, because those for some reason are slightly different in size than the Super Saiyan 3 heads. So yeah, we have those. We have the Super Saiyan 3 variants, of course, which everybody loves to see. We do have the Super Saiyan 3 hair there. I would not expect, though, I wouldn't expect those net pegs in particular to hold up the hair. They will pop in and things like that, but I don't think they'll be quite strong enough. They are more just for convenience sake, so bear that in mind. We have DCG. They are the 2.0 adapter style, specifically to fit this Games Begin Goku. They have been sort of checked and things like that to make sure the neck is not too long, things like that. We have the WoW Super Action Studio neck peg, specifically for like those heads, because some people do actually quite like the standard one. I have the Kaioken one here just to test these pegs. The one peg that I will not be able to test in this video, the Toyotaro one, because I don't have that head sculpt. But you can get those from him as well. And finally, what is this one doing here? That's for a later video. So yeah, we have all of those to test. When you purchase the neck adapters from SSJ Figuposes, you get 3 in a pack. Obviously, there's only 2 here because I am testing them, and they are not full packs, so just bear that in mind. Also, they may or may not need a little bit of sanding when you get them in hand. SSJ Figuposes has told me before that he is getting a professional sanding system in place. So in the future, you probably won't need to, but that is just the nature of 3D prints. There may be some excess plastic here or there, which you will have to sand smooth. But yeah, we have a load of different heads here to test, because I'm putting these through the ringer, as I promised. So from left to right, we have the Super Saiyan Kong Studio Goku using the Super Saiyan 2 neck peg, Ultimate Gohan, Black Hole Toys Gohan, because this one is specifically a slightly smaller size of peg for the the Marcelous River body. We have the E&C Blue Kaioken, Z Fighters, DCG, Full Power Majin Buster Head, HMYR Godhead, Marcelous River, Super Saiyan Head, my one of my all-time favourites, the Super Saiyan Bardock head, Super Saiyan Blue, ZD Toys Super Saiyan 3, Neo Kong Super Saiyan 3. We will be testing. That is another thing that I should have mentioned earlier. The pegs for Neo Kong are slightly different again. So those may or may not be like different in terms of neck sizes. I haven't tested it, but I can tell you right off the bat, looking up there, yeah, the neck right there isn't quite at the right point. So yeah, if there's any issues with that one, I will let them know, and SSJ Figuposes may just put out a specific Neo Kong style peg. So yeah, we have the Black Hole Toys Super Saiyan head, the recustom recast Legendary Super Saiyan head, DCG base form, Fury Awakening, Lowest Born Saiyan, the HMYR recast Full Power Super Saiyan head, Legendary Super Saiyan head, Legendary Super Saiyan Angry head, because may as well check them both, Demonico Fits Marshall's Trevor head, Kong Studios base form head, the Super Saiyan 2 DKO head, and finally the WoW Super Action Studio Kyle Ken head. Wow, that is a lot to go through. So yeah, let's do a quick jump cut so I can take a drink of water after all that, and yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? So I do have my trusty tweezers right here, just in case these neck pegs get stuck in the heads or anything like that. So start off, let's pop off the standard head that comes with this guy. Just slot the tweezers in like so, and just like that, pop straight out. Very simply and easily. So I suppose we will just start, well, we'll start with each peg separately, shall we? So we'll do the most at the end. We will start with the Kong Studios stuff, get those out of the way, because those are the lowest amount that are sitting here. So neck peg right here. These are made of a very durable plastic, so there is not much chance of them breaking. This one in particular, we all know the Kong Studios style neck pegs. They are quite large. It just so happens the lower ball peg on Games Begin is also quite large, so just look for the one that's slightly smaller, and that will just pop in like so. Nice and tight fit. We will start off with the Super Saiyan version, like so. And yeah, that's looking quite good. I'm gonna say, I've never been a fan of the Kong Studios Super Saiyan stuff, to be completely honest with you, but yeah, it does work. Like so. Obviously there is a gap right here. I've always had a problem with the Super Saiyan head in particular. So yeah, really nice. Moves about, all that jazz. Pops back off quite easily. Where is the base form version? There, it's there. Let's pop this on. And that one's actually kind of loose. Okay. That's strange. I did shave this neck peg down, so let's have a little look. I may have shaved it a bit too much. I tested it with the Super Saiyan one before, but not the base form. So let's pop this one in instead. And yeah, much better. So yeah, just don't do what I did and shave it down too much, because then you will have some fitment problems. Just shave the bare minimum, shave the excess only if required, and yeah, that's much better, much nicer. And yeah, as I said before, the neck looks much better with the base form head. For some reason, Beast Deities always had an issue with the Super Saiyan heads. They even included like new neck pegs with their later run of that figure. I didn't get that. So yeah. Oh, may as well keep them on because Neo Kong, as I said, their pegs are slightly smaller. So let's have a look and see. Yeah, that pops on. And just like that. Obviously, because this neck peg is not designed for this head, really. It's a bit on the long side, but you can make it work. Like so. Yep. Oh. That's the typical Neo Kong. Dokkan asset spotted. Pop that bit off there. Pop that part back in, like so. The Neo Kong Super Saiyan 3 heads, the Goku ones, were not the greatest. I'll be completely honest with you. So, pop that in. Pop that one to the side. We no longer need the Super Saiyan 2 ones. Again, Super Saiyan 3 peg right here. This one, yeah, like I said, slight sanding probably needed with this peg, but we will try it anyway. If not, I do have the other one. So, attempt, am I popping in the right side? I don't think I am. No, I was. Right. Yeah, that does need sanding. 2 seconds. Apologies, folks. We are not doing any more jump cuts with this. So you will see all of my fumbling. Like so. Yeah, that one pops in much better. So slight sanding needed with that peg. That's totally fine. Let's say pop that on. And yeah, bit more loose on this head, but as I said before, Neo Kong, their pegs are slightly different, so that is something to bear in mind. Test the Super Saiyan one, and yeah, as you can see, that doesn't actually pop on there. So neck pegs between Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 are slightly different with Kong. Just bear that in mind. It seems for Neo Kong in particular, the Super Saiyan 2 peg is more beneficial to that. So yeah, if you have Neo Kong in particular, that's the one you want to go with. So next up, the WoW Super Action Studio peg. Let's get that one out the way real quick. Again, that pops in nicely. Really long neck peg to fit this head in particular. And yeah, just like that, that does fit on perfectly fine. Obviously, quite an odd head, just in general. The normal one is a bit better if you want like really angry, struggling Goku heads. But yeah, if you need these pegs, they are available. Pop this back out, and then pop that out. Quite happy with how these are popping on and off of the neck so far. Yep. Only had one issue that can be easily solved with some sanding. Next up, we will do the DCG. So with this one, obviously my DCG heads, one of them uses Super Saiyan 2 style, and one of them uses Super Saiyan 3. So if yours has a different style peg in it, SSJ Figuposes recommends obviously taking that out and putting the 2.0 specifically into it. So for me, the base form head uses 2.0. So pop that on, there we go. And that is perfect. That looks amazing. I believe until my kind-hearted Saiyan arrives next year. Those shoulders annoying me a little again. Yeah, until the kind-hearted Saiyan arrives, my second Games Begin Goku will be getting this base form head on it. That looks fantastic. Slight difference in skin tone, but that is not something I really care about, to be completely honest with you. I should probably be putting the the heads I've already tested away, shouldn't I? Let's do that just now with a quick jump cut. So yeah, next up we will do, I believe, 3.0 first, because I have less 3.0 heads here than I do 2.0. So let's have a little look. Plus the one I know is going to be an absolute nightmare. That one, the Super Saiyan 3, that's a 2.0 neck. So yeah, we will see. So 3.0 peg. Pop it in like so. And let us begin. So which one of these is 3.0? The Marcelist Forever. Obviously the Demoniacal Fit stuff is a slightly different size, but these should pop in with a little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure. There we go. And there we go. I will definitely have to dig that out with the pliers. But yeah, there we go. That works. For those of you who prefer this head sculpt to the one that came with them, you can indeed pop that on now, and works an absolute treat. And yeah, let's dig that out quite simply. Pop it back in. Next up, we'll do the two Legendary Super Saiyan sculpts, because I know for some reason some of you prefer this sculpt to the one that came with the Games Begin. Can't imagine why. Like, I don't like how big it is, but that's just me personally. That pops on very nicely. And yeah, looks really nice. I like that a lot. I'm actually a really big fan of that, surprisingly. That would do quite nicely for an early Android Saga Goku, I suppose. Pop that back out. Pops out easy enough. There's just enough pressure in the neck peg that it will pop out of the lower socket first. That one pops on nicely as well. Really, really nice. Ignore the head or the face that's on him. But yeah, that looks really good. You can use that for like a really angry power up for this body now, which is very, very nice. Pop that back out again. I may actually test the other peg. Let's see. So see if there's any difference in the pressure between these, because shock horror, one of these I sanded, one of them I didn't. We will see if this one's any different. Next up, one of my favourite sculpts, the Jesse. This is technically a 3.0 style peg that it uses. So there we go. And yeah, as I expected, that looks absolutely fantastic. Like the Jesse head sculpt just always looks so good on anybody I put it on. Like, it really, really does. Looks so nice. And I say Jesse, that's because I'm looking at the face. That's, of course, the Bardock sculpt. Silly me. Next up, we have DCG. This is, of course, the 3.0 peg I have in here. Just to test it, let's see if the standard 3.0 peg will work. We will see. Not really, no. Yeah, I can definitely see why SH Figuposes is telling you to use the specific peg for these heads. The 3.0 is way too long on that head, unfortunately. So yeah, bear that in mind. Next up, Ultimate Gohan. Let's have a little look, shall we? Popped on really nicely. And yeah, that looks great. That looks really, really good. Hopefully these neck pegs work for the kind-hearted Saiyan body, because yeah, that would be the perfect Ultimate Gohan colour scheme with that figure. Yeah, that head works absolutely flawlessly. I keep going to put the heads back here. That's not where they go, Dean. Next up, Marcellus Trevor, base form. If for whatever reason you wish to put that on here. I don't like the sculpt of the hair personally, but the faces are still really, really nice. And yeah, that works absolutely fine. Like, I love it. 3.0 peg, doing some grafting here. There we go. This other peg still kinda getting stuck in the heads, but that is completely okay. There we go, pop that out of the way. Next up, is the DKO a 3.0? I think it is, so we'll give it a go. It is a softer plastic. Yeah, there we go. That is that's brilliant. Love it. This head sculpt will probably work with the 2.0 peg as well. I will double check that. It's designed to work with multiple bodies, so yeah, that looks really good. Obviously, this head can work with the base neck peg for Games Begin. You get a slightly long neck with it, but it still works absolutely fine. But yeah, if you want a much nicer looking neck, then this neck peg is for you. Let's pop them back out again. There we go. Only a couple more of the 3.0s to go, and we will check the 2.0s. So Black Hole Toys, the Ultimate Gohan. I am not looking forward to getting jagged by this head again. I really am not. Oh, that popped on really easy, actually. Okay. Wow. That looks really nice. My God. I had quite a few people in the comments of the Black Hole Toys video trying to tell me I was crazy for liking this head sculpt. Yeah, I quite like it. Like, obviously, I've admitted I'm wrong with the HMYR sculpts. The HMYR sculpts are absolutely better than this, but this is still a nice head sculpt, despite the fact that it's got a break wrist. Which, yeah, on mine, it did indeed break in half. So yeah, unfortunate. But we move on. Last off, I believe this is a 3.0 neck. ENC's heads aren't the greatest, but we will just see if they work overall. Let's see. It pops in. But yeah, bit of a long neck. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, with the ENC ones. They are not the greatest in the world anyway. But yeah, just in case someone wanted to use this as a Super Saiyan Blue, unfortunately, neck is a bit too long. You could probably just drill into this, to be completely honest with you, and it would still work, but yeah. So yeah, that will do it, I believe, for the 3.0s. The rest are all 2.0 heads. So pop those pegs back in. Quite happy with how these neck pegs are working so far, especially the 3.0 for like how many different head sculpts it has to deal with. Yeah, quite a few of them working as intended. Like, so put this on. There we go. Very happy with how easy all of these pegs are popping in as well. I know I keep saying that, but yeah, for 3D prints, SSJ Figuposes, he knows what he's doing. So, next up, we'll start with the full power Super Saiyan type sculpt, because for some bizarre reason some people actually like this head, but hey oh, that's just me. This one might not fit properly because in my stupidity I customized the official full power Super Saiyan head. So this is the Demoniacal Fit Majin Buster head, and yeah, that's it's not going to work. I can see it right now, and I can actually tell you why it's not working. It's not popping in anymore because there's not enough neck room. That is the main issue you will start to come across with these 2.0s. They were not designed with such thick boy necks in mind. So yeah, next up, Recustoms Legendary Super Saiyan. This one should be absolutely fine because it's a soft sort of resin. And yeah, there we go. Looking really, really nice. I like that. I really didn't think there would be any issue with that one whatsoever. Next up, the recast of Full Power Super Saiyan by HMYR. Again, that looks really, really good. I know a lot of people say this is their definitive, like, Cell Games Goku sculpt, and I can see why. It's an excellent head sculpt. It's just, for some reason, for me, I find myself actually quite liking the head that came with the Games Begin, which is why I'm using that as my default. So yeah, quite bizarre. The Z Fighter's head, which should work really well on this body if we make sure to actually plug it in properly. There we go. Nice. There we go. Plug the face back in. And front bags. There we go. Nice. That works quite well. Kind of pushing the face out because, again, neck accommodation. But that still works. Like, that is a really nice looking sculpt. I do really quite like the Z Fighter sculpt, specifically for that anime intro look that a lot of people would like to go for. So yeah, really nice. Let's pop that. The HMYR Super Saiyan God. I don't foresee this having any issues either, because it's not a overly soft resin, but it is soft. So, although I am having a little bit of trouble just lining up the peg. 2 seconds. There we go. Just had to look at it in person, and it popped on just fine. Absolutely fine. Obviously, body's a bit thick for God Goku, but this does mean when the Super Saiyan God Goku comes out, as long as it uses the same style of neck peg, it should still pop in absolutely fine. Just need to pop this back out of the neck. There we go. Nice. I apologise for how long this video is getting on, guys, but I wanted to do as much testing on these neck pegs as possible. So yeah, there we go. Black Hole Toys head. Actually looking pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I did spray paint it with some metallic yellow earlier on. If you want to see that video, it is on my channel. But yeah, looking really nice. I do like that. Pull that out. Down to the last few, guys. So let's do it. This is Fury Awakening. This was quite a tight head, even for the Fury Awakening mold. So I'll just quickly do it off camera. And unfortunately, this one has kind of a long neck. You can get around that, obviously. But, I mean, if you're wanting this sculpt, I would take the front bangs off the pale yellow that came with this, and then use the Martial Destroyer Super Saiyan head, because, yeah, spoilers, they are the same sculpt. Just one's set up for 2.0, one is set up for 3. So, like that. Lowest Born Saiyan next, which is one of the nicest base form heads that Tamashii have put out so far. And yeah, just like that. Looking good. That looks really, really nice. I would assume this works for both Lowest Born Saiyan and the event exclusive Goku heads. It's quite nice. Neck peg came out with this one. There we go. Final countdown, guys. Super Saiyan Blue, the standard one. This is one I tested earlier, so should go on with no problems. Yep, there we go. And that does look quite good. Head, faces rather, maybe a little bit on the small side. But, I mean, if you're in a pinch for Super Saiyan Blue, before the new Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Blue comes out, then yeah, you can use the official head. Let's pop this one back out. There we go. And the last one is one that I will absolutely be doing off camera, because the ZD Toys Super Saiyan 3 sculpt is a nightmare. And there we go. After making a wish to Shenron for this thing to fit, it finally popped into the neck socket. But yeah, there we go. That looks amazing. That is definitely one that I would recommend doing. Obviously, this body is not set up for the sheer weight of this hair, so yeah, the the sort of ab crunch really just buckles under its weight, so it will need a stand. But I think that looks absolutely fantastic, and I think people will agree with me. So yeah, folks, definitely recommend these neck pegs, 100%. They are very cheap, very affordable. They definitely do so much for what you're getting. So definitely check out the link in the description to SSJ Figuposes' eBay page. Hundreds to choose from, absolutely hundreds. And he doesn't just do Games Begin neck pegs either. He does loads of different ones for like Legendary Super Saiyan 3.0, 2.0, you name it. Loads of different adapters. And also does effect pieces as well. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.